Hello YouTube, I'm Nate. Welcome back to the Minecraft 2020 series. If you guys are enjoying this series at all, please do me a favor, leave a like on this video. If you do not enjoy the series or this video, go down to that like button, feel angry inside, and then press that like button. Trust me, I'll know what it means. And be sure to share around the series if you guys are really enjoying it. Maybe know someone who might enjoy watching the series as well. We're like 53, 54 episodes into the series, something like that. It's going on for a little bit, and we got a few months left in the year, so let's finish out the year pretty well on this series. Today we are actually going to be doing one thing and one thing only, which is going to be taking this bastion that I in stream have completely cleared out, and we are going to be making the very first part that I want to do, which is going to be the face of the piglin on here, because this had like kind of a piglin face on it before, but we're going to fix it up and make it look like a bit of a better piglin face on here. Okay, and then in following subsequent episodes we are going to make rooms and things in here, but for right now it's all about the aesthetics. So as you saw at the beginning of the video, I did the rest of the clearing out of this entire thing, made these lines and all that. On the previous stream, took me probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours, probably something like that, I'm not entirely sure, to clean this entire area out, draw these lines, and get all this done up in here. Is really nice. And then after stream I actually took everything. If we can look down, I can't actually because we're in 1.16.2 now and Optifine isn't a thing, but I dug all the way into the ground. Let's actually come down here real quick. I dug all the way into the ground. We had finished on a ground level. I forget exactly which ground level we did. It was probably right up around here, but I dug everything down to the very bottom of where the blackstone and everything was spawning. I cleared the entire area out, so now we have all the way down to the basement and all the way down to the ceiling. We have more than enough room to do all the different activities that we need to do today. So we are going to be making the thing, like I said, the piglin face right here that I have that you can't see. It's a piglin head, and we're gonna hope that this is gonna kind of look all right. That's the main plan, numero uno plan, is to make this look okay. I'm gonna model it right after the piglin face that I see right here, just so we have a nice piglin head right here. So let's go grab some materials real quick. So the palette I had to work with today is relatively simple. We have only 4 blocks that we're going to be using. Gilded blackstone is actually going to be used for their eyes, just because I like the way that that's going to look. I'm going to like the idea of having the gold in their eyes because they like the gold. So we're going to use gilded blackstone for their eyes. We're going to use a combination of cracked and polished blackstone for the entirety of the face and the snout and everything like that. And then we're going to use some bone blocks for their tusks that come out next to their snouts. So that's what we're going to use, and we're going to make this look as much like a piglin as I can. Hopefully, that's the goal. That's the plan. No time lapse, unfortunately, for this, just because of the fact that we don't have the replay mod out right now for 16.2. So let's do this. You know what? This is looking very dull so far. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of it in the way I kind of think I want it in. And then we're probably going to have to come back here and do a little something to this, because this kind of looks boring. All right, that's an eye and an eye in the forehead, and that's it. Like, maybe when I get the snout in, it'll look better. I kind of doubt it, but we can try. You know, for a piglin head, it doesn't look that bad. What I'm not liking really is the fact that the little beady ass eyes are so tiny that it looks just like the rest of the head. I'm going to do a little bit of work on this kinda off camera, essentially. By off camera, I mean I'm pausing this recording and trying to leave it while I'm at work for 10 hours, and after I come home, I'll try to fix this. Like, I want to add a little more detail. I like the tusks, and I'm thinking the tusks are fine. Maybe just kind of blend this in a little bit. I can't zoom in to show you, but blend it in almost a little bit. Get out of here, go away. kind of blended in right here, so there's not such like straight up lines like I kind of want it to almost melt together. We can make that work. The nose, I think, is mostly fine. Like, this nose area is mostly fine. I'm thinking if we kind of expand the eyes out a little bit and maybe add something to it, I feel like that could work. Like a little bit of expansion, a little bit of just minor alterations. And this thing should look pretty much like a piglin head, I think. I think this looks a whole bunch better. For those of you who can't see, let's zoom in just a little bit. All right, we can't zoom in perfectly by ourselves, but as you see, they have the little scowls. I made their eyes a little bit bigger, gave them golden pupils because they do always have their eyes on the gold, and it's going to be a little hard to see. So let's go ahead and go back to normal, and I'm going to run to the side real quick, turn this back on, because I also gave them a little bit of a scowl. It's kind of hard to see from any of those angles, but you can kind of see from right around here that they have their own little scowls right there. Let's turn this back on so I don't get myself right there. You see they got their little eyebrows furled because this guy is probably a legendary piglin from what I can tell. They built the structure kind of in homage to him. I pulled out the front of his snout just a little bit, gave him a little bit of like a bridge to the nose almost right in here, along with kind of calming those angles down a little bit on his the big part of his nose. We angled these little areas in here to make them look a little bit better. Threw another piece there, some quartz block stairs. So we threw some quartz block stairs to kind of give it that little bit of a transition right there. I like that. I think I'm getting a little bit better at making things look nice. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that looks a ton better than what it originally looked like, because it originally just looked like he had tiny eyes and he was just like, oh, what's going on here? So he definitely looks a little bit angrier, but what's really going to set this apart is going to be the lava. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, and I'm absolutely terrified of this right now, but we are going to take a peek-see and see what this does. Up and run and run and run. Now let's just do one nostril at a time because I did throw some lava in there. I originally wanted them to keep the lava in. Okay, so I'm gonna have to probably make that. I can probably draw that out a little bit if I put a block under there and put some blocks over here, because I want that to kind of flow down and actually come over and be pouring like out of the nose. The way they originally had it was that the lava was kind of in its eyes actually, and it was like behind the eyes, and that was cool, and I probably could have done something like that, but this way we have it pouring out of his nose. We'll just leave the actually we won't leave that piece there. We'll get rid of that piece because I think if we now get rid of all this, the lava shouldn't flow over. It should stay there. And I like the way that that looks. I think that's going to be pretty cool and pretty stylistic. It's not going to flow into the walkway. Oh, don't land in the lava. Oh, I landed in the lava. Okay, so that's perfect actually. It's not flowing into, actually we can stop it from flowing into the walkway very easily when we actually get to working on the walkway. Right now we're not working on the walkway though, so let's get off of fire and let's do this one over here on this side the same exact way. Is this thing off-centered? That is extremely frustrating. Is this thing off-centered? Are you for realsies? Are you kidding me? Oh no, does that mean I have to mess with the entire walkway? That's exactly where the walkway was. Actually, I had a confusion on the stream, so this guy might be too big. You know what, I'm just gonna take this side down by one. We can get rid of that lava right there, take that down by one, move it over. We'll do that for the top and bottom. Let's just do that. Alrighty, I like the look of that a lot better. I think this was built on the odds and this was built kind of on the evens. I've counted this out. This guy is definitely even, and this here was on the odds because those pillars back here, I'll show you, these guys that would actually connect down to the floor were 3x3s, so that meant that they were odd because there's only a set amount on each side. So I made these 4x4, 2 spaces in between, brought this side in. I moved that guy over their little golden hoglin statue that's right here, moved him in. I don't exactly know if the tusk was up on that side and down on that side. side or up on this side and down on this side. They're not supposed to be exactly even. One's supposed to be up, one's supposed to be down. So I'm gonna check that in the recording, make sure that all looks fine before I definitely say that that is okay. So I might make a little alteration to that. But besides that, you can actually see the hay bales with the campfires on top of them that I use for the smoke coming out of his nose. But this is all good. This is all centered. I moved these pillars over a little bit. Everything is all centered in here and perfect. Minor alterations. Again, this is just to make this place look amazing. It is going to look amazing. It is going to be beautiful and amazing. So our face is officially done. That's only step one out of what we need to do. The only other things that we need to do is a ton more. First, I need to plan out and figure out what rooms I want to put in here. Then I have to put said rooms in here. Then I have to kind of fill everything else in, put the walls back in, form these upper areas up here if these are going to be like little walkways or something like that. I gotta do a ton more to this before this base is actually done, but we are one step closer to this nether base being fully completed. If you guys enjoyed the video at all, please should leave a like on the video. Check out links down in my to my social medias down in the description down below, as well as a link to this playlist. If you guys are enjoying the series at all, let me know down in the comments, and also let me know down in the comments what kind of rooms do you think we should have in here. Maybe next I'll go ahead and build these walkways out a bit, because I need to build teeth. Because if you remember when this was originally here, there were polished basalt, I think, or maybe it was bones. I think it was polished basalt as teeth. We're gonna make bones as teeth in here because that's just the way that they originally had it. We can build the whole interior of the room, the kind of interior hallway with the lava falls coming down to the teeth and everything. You shouldn't have spawned there. Why did you spawn there? Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed and want to keep up to date with our new videos. Hit that bell icon to be notified when videos go live here on the channel, and share around the playlist if you know of anyone who would like to see these sorts of videos. But that's going to be it for me for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.